Hello and Assalamualaikum. Today, in this video, we will explain one of food quality system that can be used in established food premise. The food quality system that we have chosen is Good Manufacturing Practice or called as GMP. Before we start, I will introduce my group members which are Bahjah, Fatin, Nadiah and me, Batrisyia.
What is GMP? GMP is a system for ensuring that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standard. It is designed to minimize the risk involved in any food production that cannot be eliminated through testing the final product. The aims of GMP. First, the primary goal of GMP is to consistently manufacture high-quality foods or food equipments that fulfill the worldwide standard necessary for responsible healthcare management. The second one is manufacturing process are meticulously managed and any modification to the process must be assessed. Third, changes that affect the end product's quality are also evaluated when needed and reviewed to conformity and consistency with the product standard.
Moving to the general requirement for application. Firstly, food premises shall be registered with Ministry of Health. Next, food premises shall be licensed with the local authorities. Other than that, company is registered with the Companies Commission of Malaysia, which is Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM, and the GMP system should have been implemented for a minimum of 3 months prior to application. And lastly, food premises should comply with the relevant Malaysian standard or regulation. Next, the validity period for GMP is 3 years and the surveillance audit will be conducted by Ministry of Health upon certified food premise at least 1 in 6 months within validity period. While for the renewal of certification for GMP is to be met at least 6 months before expiry date.
For GMP guidelines outlining the GMP requirements for personnel, it has personal hygiene, which is very important aspect of GMP. All personnel working in the production area are expected to maintain a high degree of personal cleanliness. Next is knowledge, which there should be an adequate number of personnel at all levels having knowledge, skill and capabilities relevant to their assigned function and capable of handling their duties properly. They should have the knowledge for achieving the goals of good manufacturing practice. Next, we move to training, which assessment program training in GMP should be on a continuing basis and with adequate frequency to ensure that employees remain familiar with GMP requirements relevant to their functions. Training in good manufacturing practice should be in accordance with written programs approved by the head of production department and the head of quality control departments. Now, next we have records of personnel training in GMP should be maintained and the effectiveness of training program should be assessed periodically. After training, the employees' performance should be appraised to determine whether they have proper experience for the jobs assigned to them. For internal audit, it has personal audit and internal audit, which help to identify areas that could be improved. Internal audit conducted by quality department against both regulations and internal quality management procedures. For cleanliness and sanitizing, employers' responsibility to ensure the protection of the product from contamination. Personnel should wear clean body coverings appropriate to the duties they perform, including appropriate hair covering. The protective clothing must be changed daily and when necessary within a day. Physical hygiene includes the human hazards and hygiene, head, hair, nose, mouth, eyes, ears, makeup, cosmetics and jewelry, coverings and clothing and gloves. All personnel working in the production area are expected to maintain a high degree of personal cleanliness. For operations management, for raw material and additives must be purchased only from approved suppliers to written specifications. All incoming materials must be inspected and or tested to verify their suitability for use. When received the raw material, it should be checked that the identification is exactly the same on the container as it is on the paperwork. GMP requires that only authorized personnel are allowed to remove raw materials from storage. For packaging, the design must minimize any risk to their quality. Verification of final products is important to ensure all GMP requirements for the product is complete. For recall, records must be maintained for all issued material in order to ensure traceability.
In continuation to the GMP guideline, next is on waste management. The dustbin must be empty and clean daily, and also waste such as plastic and glass must be sorted in the right categories on the reduce, reuse and recycle bins. Next is product binning facilities. The location of the premises should be situated in a suitable environment to prevent risk of contamination of materials and product. Facilities such as lighting, ventilation, water supply storage and sanitation should also be carefully designed and chosen. As for utensils, it must be easily cleaned and stored according to procedures. Next, move on to transport. The transport must be handled in a way to protect and maintain product condition from damage. Also, the maintenance of the transport must be done regularly to keep it in good condition. Lastly, record and record keeping. This is important as it helps managers and supervisors to keep track of the historical record of manufacturing procedures and corrective measures implemented.
Benefits of GMP. First, enhance the international credibility and public image. Second one is improve organizations' management capabilities in product quality and safety assurance. Third, enable employers to develop good production or operation habits. And fourth is reduce safety risks in product quality and safety.
That's all from us. Thank you.